it's a dynamic matchup. It really is, because like I said, you have, nobody has a really good defense here. Definitely not the Saints. The Rams, they are able to, change and adjust, and because they have a really good coach. Of course, Belichick is the other one that comes to mind as well. That does great adjustments at halftime and what have you. But this is in the dome, though.
It's different
for a young first of all, yes, a young coach and a young quarterback, an unproven quarterback in Goff, and a proven dome quarterback having a great comeback year in Drew Brees. Listen, before I pitch it to you, I'm sorry. I have to go Saints here, because if the Rams had a better defense, then I can give them a shot. But they don't. And their corners are really exposed. And listen, is Talib playing?
I think Talib is going to be playing this game, yes.
If Talib is playing, listen, it's still, listen, I'm going Saints now. I don't know the spread.
I got it right. I got it right here.
Oh, my man.
I got no. Looks like they got the Saints at -3.5.
I'm taking it.
I would take that as well too. And
I think they're gonna win by a touchdown, maybe 10 points. What do you got?
Wow. Okay.
Listen, they're in the dome.
I agree. They're a totally different team on the road or at home versus the road, right? It's amazing what a little bit of home cooking can do, man. I look at this, and basically this is what I'm asking for as a fan. I look at Drew Brees. I look at a guy that's worked his way back up to have the ability to even be back on this stage with the team that they built around him, and just everywhere, everything that he's done for that city, and just what he means to the New Orleans Saints organization. I just would really love to see him kind of just finish his career off with one last one and go off just like Michael Strahan did when he won that chip. And he said, that's it. I'm not suited up anymore. You go out a champion. A lot of people had to come back and try to defend it. No, go out on top. Just ride the wave, man. And I think Drew Brees, if he wins this Super Bowl or wins this NFC, he's got to win the NFC Championship game, obviously, first.
I know.
If he does that, I'd love to see him win this last one and say, that's it, and hang him up, man.
Dude, what if it's Saints? Chiefs.
Yeah, and I think that's the game that a lot of people want to see. Don't we want to see that team? Because, again, we're talking about a dome stadium that they'll both be going to, and we're talking about passionate fan bases. I think it's going to be a loud game. Because Super Bowls are never really 50-50, the home and away team. It's a lot of mixed fans in there. It's a lot of media. It's never really like supporters of each team, but people who just happen to have enough money to be in the building. But I think that atmosphere is going to be amazing down in Atlanta this year. And I'm looking at this. We haven't even gone to cover the Pats and Chiefs game, but I think Saints and Chiefs are exactly what I want to see in the Super Bowl.
We're about to cover it right now. Go ahead.
Right.
What's your opinion on Chiefs Pats?
All right, so basically they got Kansas City at -3.5. And so, again, I'm looking at this, man, and Mahomes has just been so dominant this year, but it's really, really stupid and hard to kind of bet against the New England Patriots. I mean, Tom Brady plays at his best when the lights are brightest. And you look at him again, I didn't expect him to have that game that he was going to have last week. And I think it's amazing and a testament to just excellent game planning by Bill Belichick and his coaching staff. And you look at it from a perspective of where he is in his career, and he's not slinging it down the field like he used to, but he's just being smart with the passes and the checkdowns, and they have dynamic playmakers in Julian Edelman and a guy like, James White, who are able to hand the ball off to, but then also to go ahead and catch 14 catches a game. So, again, with that said, it's really just not wise to bet against the New England Patriots. And my New Yorker and me and my now West Coast residing persona, I feel like
Woo!
I mean, it's hard.
Are you going who's winning or the points? Give me.
I'm going. So the points again. It's Kansas City had -3.5, or excuse me, -3. It's just really hard to bet against New England. I'm gonna go. New England wins this game and also covers the spread
of 3.5. Okay.
Yeah. It's actually -3.
So about the running game, you don't think that the Pats can control time of possession, huh?
I do. I think that's exactly what the Pats are going to do. They're gonna control the ball.
So,
they're going to control the ball, keep the ball in Mahomes' hand, and they're going to play a messy, sloppy game. That's exactly what they're going to play. You know, lot of defense.
But you still think KC is going to win?
No, I think the Pats are going to win.
Oh, my bad, dude.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Let's be clear. I think the Pats are going to win just because we can't bet against Tom Brady in New England, and continuously I've bet against them. I said no, it's not their year. This end, listen, just for them to even be in that game last year in Super Bowl, man, just is amazing. He really is. I think you want to say he's the best ever quarterback. Sure, go ahead and say that. The regular season stats don't always reflect that, but when it comes time to ball, I want Super Bowl Brady. I want playoff Brady. And every team in this league can say the same thing, with the exception. And this is a tough thing. I don't think the Green Bay Packers would trade Aaron Rodgers for Tom Brady, because I don't know if it's the same quarterback without the coach. The two pieces are together.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, right now they would. Brady's getting up there. Right. But man, this is the one that I've gone back and forth on, man. And you're talking Hill, Kelsey, Mahomes.
Yeah.
Dude. I don't know, man. We disagree on this one, man. I think the buck stops here.
Wow.
I think the buck stops here. Yes, they're going to try to control the running. The problem is the Pats defense is so bad. Now, I'm not saying Kansas City's defense is good.
They've gotten a little better over the course of time, a little bit, but yes, they're pretty bad.
And KC is favored the 3.5, right?
Yep, 3.
Okay. I'm definitely going them with the points. I mean, they're not going to win by safety. So, yeah, I think this is it, man. I mean, you know why I also think this is it?
Why is that?
Kelsey versus Gronk, right? Have you seen how slow and old Gronk looks?
Dude, I would just mention this to some folks the other day. I got to tell you, man, Gronk, it's time for Gronk to hang it up just for the mere fact I want that brother to be able to walk around when he's 45. He's taking a lot of big hits, dude. I mean, how many times we watch the game and be like, dude, if that was anybody else but Gronk, dude would have been knocked out. And so he just takes way too many shots. He's a big man, and he likes to deliver the blows, and he can take them. But that becomes an issue. You're talking about 10, 12 years of that, and having hundreds of what the equivalent of a car wreck would be in a football game, and having 100 of those in one day on the football field. Yeah, those blows add up, man.
Listen, if the running back, that they have now was not as serviceable as he is, then I would say, hey, the loss of Kareem Hunt's too much. You hang it up. Young quarterback. Andy Reid isn't going anywhere, but this isn't the time where Belichick is going to be able to muscle another coach. This isn't where a coach is going to make stupid decisions like Pete Carroll and with Atlanta in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. This isn't the type. Andy Reid is legit.
Yeah.
Borderline Hall of Fame coach, and he is going to be aggressive, and he's going after it. His legacy lies on this. He never won one. This is it. He's been close. This is it. He should have, with Philadelphia, That was, that's the closest he's gotten. Okay. This is it. And this is his revenge. This is his revenge against the Pats. I'm telling you, man. Now, well, that's a question for winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I think this is it, man. But you know what, though? I think that the Pats are going to rebuild during the offseason. They're going to come back. They're going to have a defense. And you know what else is a big loss for the Pats that people aren't really talking about?
Josh Gordon?
Yeah. Listen, that's why you're the man.
That's why we do the show together, man. That's why we do this.
Who is creating that deep separation that they had before? They knew it was a problem early in the year. That's why they went and got the weed smoker. Now, and he showed, and how amazing did they look with him? They knew they needed it. And what did they replace? Other teams made replacements. You have Sammy Watkins. You have another one, the one from Kelvin Benjamin. Other teams, picked up those players late. They didn't do anything. So all right, so you have Pats, I have Kansas City.
Yep.
And we both have the Saints, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes,
all right.
Sir.